Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Lucasatron coming to you live. And right now we got a new deck right here. This is a junk deck for me. It's kind of like, to me, in this opinion, this is sort of a deck where I can pretty much be able to go full force on my opponents. It's almost like, in fact, I feel like I almost have like an entire army right here. Yeah, of these guys and all these. But anyway, let's get to it, shall we? And now we have First, we have two Junk Bladers. He gains. See, if you're ever in a tight spot, you can just banish a Junk Monster and have it gain 400 attack points. Nice. And then we have a Junk Collector. He can allow you to activate traps from your graveyard. Alright, that is if you banish it in that card. Alright. Then we have two Junk Defenders, protect you from attacking directly. 3 Junk Forwards, you can summon them when you have no monsters. Then there's Junk Servant. You can also special summon him too whenever you have these guys. Then we have 2 Junk Synchrons to summon any of these junk monsters right here. And just in case to substitute these, we have Quick Draw Synchron, 2 of them. And so that way, if we ever can't, like, get... Oh, never mind. Let's just move on. Then we have Attack Gainer, Breeze Synchron, Armor Breaker. I thought this would be a cool guy to add in, to give the deck a little bit more oomph, how you say. Then we have, because you can only do it to a warrior type, and you can special summon, plus when he deals damage, you can destroy another card. And then we have Comrade Swordsman of the Landstar. He's a tuner, and he gives these guys about 400 attack points. Then we have Toon Warrior. I thought it'd be nice to have this guy because he gives the whole meaning to tuning, so to speak. Then we have Turret Warrior, which is a good card. See, if you got actually tributed this guy to summon him, he would have like about 3,000 attack points, because of his effect. Then we have Speed Warrior, who I'm pretty sure you guys know his attack points double during the battle phase it's summoned. Then we have Level Warrior. He's kind of a little bit different. See, if there are no monsters on the field, you can summon him as a level 2. Normally, that is. But if your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you could special summon him as a level 4 monster. And that's the one thing that's different that impresses me. Then we have another special summoning card, Gira Lancer. I put him in here as a level 6, so I can summon all these Xyz monsters right here that are rank 6. But however, you have to take 500 points of damage, but it's not that worth it unless you can get these guys to come through to you, so to speak. Then we have Goblinberg and Quillbolt Hedgehog. They're pretty helpful too. Next we have Junk Barrage. Big Bang Shot. He's actually is compared to Fairy Meteor Crush. This guy actually gives you about 400 extra attack points and deals damage to a monster, even from a monster in defense position. Axe of Despair. And here's Fairy Meteor Crush. About the same. Thought it had 2 kind of spells. One to increase and one to bring it on. Like I said, I can bring full force on with this deck. Then we have Lightning Vortex. Destroys all monsters your opponent controls. The Warrior returning alive. Star Changer to change your levels of your monsters. Call the Hunted to bring back your monsters. Then Mirror Force to defend yourself. Dark Bribe to help you protect your monsters, so to speak. Malevolent Catastrophe. I may have said this before, but it's kind of like Heavy Storm, except it's a trap that only activates when your opponent declares an attack. And then we have the Gate Attack. Zero Gravity, which changes all the battle positions of all monsters, which also puts some purpose and use into these cards right here. And then we have Defense Draw. Lets you draw a card, reduces battle damage to 0. Now let's go to the extra deck. We have Junk Archer, Junk Berserker, and he's kind of a cool guy. You actually take out a junk monster from your graveyard, then you can reduce the attack points of the one monster you banished by another monster that your opponent controls. Plus, even if he destroys the defense position monster, it's automatically destroyed. Then we have Junk Destroyer. He's one of my favorites, by the way. Junk Gardener for a good defense. Junk Warrior, of course. Catapult Warrior. Probably, I should say, of course. Then Armory Arm to give it more boost. Then we have Lightning Warrior to give us more force because he can deal damage and after he destroys the monster of battle. Depends on how many cards your opponent holds in your hand. Then we have Mighty Warrior, and then Scrap Dragon, which lets you destroy monsters too. Then we have Gauntlet Launcher, and he's a cool guy. He can destroy a monster too. Gaga Cowboy, MX Saber Invoker. He lets you summon more of your monsters right here, as long as but they're basically all Earth, so you can has the effect, and it has to be a warrior type. Then we have Photon Strike Bouncer and Sword Breaker, who lets you prevent your opponent from using abilities or attacks from a type or attribute. Dude. And that's basically it. I want to say that this is one of my strongest decks I've ever built. But that's I still have more decks coming up for you, but this is a different story. So this is Lucasatron signing off.